Hello, everyone, and welcome back. It's our second live stream today. So, I want to thank everyone for joining us for this special live stream where we are going to take an exclusive first look at Gaijin Entertainment's upcoming Aces of Thunder. So, I am super excited for this. You know, I love flight sims. Now, what we are going to see today is not the full and final version of the game. There will be bugs. Some of the things in the cockpit aren't fully working yet with the hands. The hands themselves are a little wonky here still. So, but we're going to take a good look at everything that we can. We're going to take a look at the planes. We've got several different planes to check out. We're going to get up in the air. We might try a little combat, is as long as it doesn't require online, because this is still pre-release, and you know we don't know if anybody's playing. But either way, we'll try to see if there's a way to fight some bots. So as always, I'm joined by my co-pilot Beck today. Beck, how you doing?
I, I'm good. Yeah, had a little nap, in between
Yeah,
streams.
there you go. A little quick nap in between streams. So, yeah, we did just finish a really cool stream. If you didn't get a chance to check that out, where I went in and conducted an orchestra in Maestro and some of the most iconic film and television scores out there with Game of Thrones and Lord of the Rings. So, if you didn't get a chance to check that out, be sure to rewind after this stream and go back and take a look at that for some great music and some wonky conducting by yours truly, where you actually get to see me on cam for once. So, but that's not what we're here to do today. Today, we're here to fly. So, first and foremost, I want to thank Gaijin for giving us an exclusive first look at this. I'm not going to be judging the game. Again, it is an unfinished state. We just really excited to get in the air today and take a look. So, real quick, we'll get the boring stuff out of the way here. Here is our menu. Menu is a tablet interface. And, before the stream started, I thought this was interesting. I forgot that you can now have hand tracking. Your controllers, your meta controllers get mimicked by your hands in Steam VR. And I was on the phone and I picked my phone up and it was actually this tablet. So it was just a weird sensation to do that. I thought I'd share that real quick. So, yeah, several different nationalities of planes that we can go through here. I'm not going to go through all of them today, but we'll look through the different planes here. But starting with the American planes here, we can definitely walk around them and teleport and snap turning currently, and we will get to the controls. I know there are people out there on these types of first look streams that love to see the menus as well. So I know that's your favorite subject, Beck, but don't worry, this menu won't crash the game. So.
Excellent.
So
very happy about that.
Right. Yeah. So I'm gonna get real up close as I can on this, because man, I gotta tell you, the detailing and the texturing on these planes look fantastic in virtual reality. I mean,
that's great.
That is just gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. So, and you know me, I'm a graphics nerd. So, and you can't even walk around the camp here. I mean, to an extent, here, go kind of sit by the fire here on our bench, and then check out the different planes from different angles.
Okay.
I love how you can see all the little scuff marks, and like this plane's seen some action. So, and definitely want to thank anybody who's coming out today to check this out. I know there are a lot of people out there who are waiting for this. Now, for those who are curious, we did put it in the thumbnail, and I think it's in the title. This is the PCVR version of the upcoming game. It is also coming to PlayStation VR 2. Definitely want to get a look at it on that. Once it is fully out, maybe we'll do a little graphics comparison. I've been having fun doing those lately, and thanks to everybody who did check out the last one. We had a great time doing that one. So let's check. Oh man, that one was right up on me. Oh, ooh, look at that! Look at that! Got a tail gun in this one. Wonder if it's gonna, I don't have a lot of details on the game just yet as well, but it would be really cool if you could do 2-player VR and have one person sitting back here as the tail gunner.
Yeah,
Like,
I think that would be pretty
yeah,
cool.
that would be great. So, okay, let's check out some of the German planes here. So, just really, really loving the detail on all these. The little reflections in the cockpit. I know everybody's like, just get through the planes. We want you to get in the air. So, and I'm gonna get there. We're gonna get there. I just figured, for those who are curious, I wanted to give due diligence here. So, any comments out there right now?
Yeah, but you're still doing a tutorial, so I'm not going to distract you while you're showcasing all
I'm
this
not
stuff.
doing a tutorial. I'm just
Not tutorial, but
Go
you know
ahead,
what I
go
mean.
for it.
Like
This is a
you're
great time for that.
showcasing
Like
things,
a showcase.
etc.
Yeah. No, but this would be a great time as I'm like flipping through the planes here. So.
Mostly just people saying hi, asking questions that not related to what you're doing.
Okay, I like this one too.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Yeah. Let's see if I can get closer. Get like really up on this cockpit. Yeah, the reflections on the glass are really nice. Missy, go back. Go. I got my other co-pilot, Missy, here. He's trying to jump in my lap.
Yeah.
A little close on that one. Oh. Okay. We got Japanese planes. Ooh, I like that one. Love that pattern. Okay, another one with a tail gun.
So you're choosing which
hey, there we go.
plane to use, right?
Yeah. So I basically can like choose, and I mean, mostly this is online now. I believe, there might be some sort of little storyline to it. There might be a campaign that you can go through, but again, I don't have a lot of details on this one. And we can also, you can come in here and we can like change the plane, and there's going to be all sorts of unlockable stuff that you can do. I'll say we've got no unlocked right now. So, okay. And we'll continue. We'll just like quickly fly through the menu here for anybody who wants to see it. So there you go. You can change the planes and unlock it. We've got different tasks that we can do. Now, if it's anything like War Thunder, I haven't really mentioned that. So, these are the guys who put out War Thunder, which is just hugely popular over the years and was one of the very first flight sim games to get full VR support back in the day. I remember playing War Thunder as early as the late DK2, early CV1 days. Okay, and here's our menu. So currently the menu is like really basic here. You can change your controls. Now, normally I would fly with my my X-52, my HOTAS, but unfortunately it wouldn't allow me to map the buttons currently. Again, this is not a finished state. This is a work in progress towards the kind of a sprint towards the finish. So they are adding things currently, but so we're going to be flying today with just the Quest controllers. So, and you can change your, like for us Americans here, I could put it to miles per hour if I wanted to.
I feel like
change that to stuff
a
I'll
lot
understand.
of the world uses miles.
Do they? I thought we were like isolated with that one. I thought everybody else was like, Celsius and kilometers and all that, and we were degrees and miles. So
I feel like it's pretty universal to know what miles means, even if the standard government measurement would be in kilometers.
True. Okay, so do we have any requests for a plane to fly? That would be a good answer. That would be a good one to throw out there to the chat as I kind of walk around and wait for that answer. So, any requests from any of the aficionados that might be in the chat of a cockpit that they want to see first?
Nothing so far. Mostly questions that, again, they're not really for discussion.
Okay.
Like what one person said, no gameplay, but we're at the beginning right now, so eventually there will be gameplay.
Yeah, no, we're about to get into the gameplay.
You see what I mean?
God, this is
about
the first
the comments.
look, you know, I'm literally
Yeah.
Okay, never mind. So I don't need to know that.
That's basically
it.
So
let me set the standard here. This is a first look at an upcoming game. So what's the first thing you're gonna do if you buy it? You're gonna look through the menu. I'm sorry, I don't know anybody. I mean, maybe, if you're just like really just chomping at the bit or whatever, I'm going to go straight to test flight. No, I'm going to go through the menu. If I was to just have bought this, that's the first thing I'm going to do. Oh my God, look at all these planes that I get to fly. And I would stand there for the first 30 minutes. So apologize if it's getting a little boring on that aspect for certain people, but we're kind of giving a look at the entire experience so far in the game. But trust me, here in a couple of minutes, we're about to get in the air.
Blue Bottle said get in the air, Spitfire, and then Kingo said Yak 1.
Spitfire?
Spitfire, Yak 1, Chrome Colossus, our favorite. Do they have A1H Sky Raider?
Yeah. Which nationalities? Because I'm not 100% up on all the names.
Yeah, no, I don't know either. And then the P63 cockpit.
There's the Yak 9. Okay.
Oh, Yak 1 is what was asked
There's the Spitfire, or Yak 1. Okay, there's the Yak 9, Yak 3. I don't see... Ooh, Il-2, that's another one of my favorite flight
Daniel
sims.
Leeper says, surely you need to get in a gray one. So, gray plane.
A gray one? Yes, because Gray Dawn needs to fly a gray plane.
Exactly.
Yes, okay. Well, I'm American, so I'm American. So let's see here. We're going to start with American plane. Let's go the P-47. And then we're gonna jump. Then we'll jump to the Spitfire. We'll like choose one. P-63. Hold on.
Yeah, that was requested.
Yes, a P-63.
There you go.
Ooh, I like that one. It's even more sleek. Okay. All right. So let's see here. I'm gonna test flight first, and then we'll battle. Okay, if we can, because again, this is online battle, and this is pre-release, and we're the only ones outside of the developers right now who are actually having flight. Yeah. Right. So there might be bots. There might be bots. So if there's bots, we'll fight some bots or something.
The one time that you want to run into a bot. For the moment,
we'll test flight. Yeah. Right. Okay. Now, again, I am normally, I love flight games. This has been my jam since back in the original Microsoft Combat Flight Simulator days. But I do not have my preferred setup for flight today. I don't have my HOTAS. I am using the Quest controllers, which are not a 100% fully easily used inside the cockpit to manipulate. So we're going to do basic flight. I know there might be flight simulator people in the chat going, oh my God, raise your flaps, do this. Well, that's a little easier said than done right now in the game, without being able to map those controls to my HOTAS or my keyboard. So, okay. So anyway, let's take a quick look around the cockpit here. Now I will say that the detail level is just fantastic. I mean, you can read all of the little text everywhere. I can even see cannon on, arm 2. I mean, even the smallest little details here are being easily made out. A little bit of blur on those smaller words until I really get in close on them. But as I get in close, you can see they really went all out with the detail levels. Cool. So even the little scuffs where your feet would be on the pedals and stuff like that. And
it's
little things like that really bring up the immersion. You can, yeah, you can, and you can actually you can either grab the stick right here with the
No, the
controller,
switches.
or I can actually just no, we can not
Oh,
all
okay.
of them.
Sorry.
Only like you can see like certain ones will get like a little like the throttle here. I can grab it and I can manipulate it, but
But
and
your
then my
hand does
hand
go
gets
through the
stuck to it.
door. Yeah.
But
Okay.
yes, and I'm not going to even go
Yeah,
there.
I do.
But
Physics.
that's my thing. It's like,
I get
oh,
you.
hey, I could fly. I could flap my arms if like the plane starts falling. Maybe that'll save me. So I
Mm-hmm.
don't know. But anyway, all right. So let's go ahead and get in the air. So now you can also, if you just wanted to be lazy, and kind of chill, you can completely fly with the sticks on the touch controllers as well. So, all right, let's do this. Kick the tires and light the fires.
Mm-hmm.
That's more of a jet reference.
I don't know the difference.
There we go. And it just the flight feels smooth. I mean it really feels good here. All right, where's my gear? Where's my landing gear?
Oh.
Where's my
Now, Don, have you
flaps?
ever
There's my flaps.
flown a plane? Oh God, that was loud.
Have I ever flown a real plane?
Yeah.
One time,
Okay.
I when I was in Boy Scouts back in the late 80s, two of us were selected to go up with my. I can't retract the landing gear. I don't know where it is. There's a way to do that. There it is. Now hold on. I'm mashing buttons here, folks. Hold on. Let's get that throttle back up. Let's get a little speed.
So Chrome Colossus says
your hand gets
PSVR
stuck.
2,
Okay, your hand gets stuck to the. There we go.
Yeah. Chrome Colossus says on PSVR 2, I think they'll be using the eye tracking to tell you what any given dial is in your preferred language, and that is.
Oh wow.
Very cool. So I mean, this is.
I'm really starting to enjoy
but yeah.
PSVR 2 a lot more.
Yeah.
Oh, those ships are going to hit each other. Hey guys.
Pate Laros says, watch out for the detach wings button next to the cigarette lighter.
Detach wings button?
Yeah.
Gotcha. And we just got access to this, guy, so I have not had a chance to get into the cockpit to figure all this out. So kind of like yesterday, you're seeing me play this for the very first time. Okay? Yeah. But unlike yesterday, you're probably not going to see me play it as horribly.
Yeah.
So, because I do know how to fly. But anyway, back to my story. You'd asked. So I was one of the two scouts that got chosen to go up with our scoutmaster who owned a Cessna airplane, and for a very brief moment, he let us take the stick. And I mean, if I wasn't doing this back right now, like after I left the university a few years ago, back during the pandemic, I considered actually going back to school to become a pilot.
Oh,
this is something that I've always
But you wear glasses
in real life. I do wear glasses.
Pilots can wear glasses. Pilot if you wear glasses.
I'm pretty sure you can do corrective lenses, or I could do corrective surgery.
Yeah, I wonder why. Maybe I'm probably thinking of like an episode of Bones or something where someone kept it a secret that they needed to have eye surgery because they wanted to be a fighter pilot. Yeah, maybe.
I don't know. I mean, I may be wrong, but I don't want to be a fighter pilot. I just now on the off chance that I never was to be able to get a commercial pilot's license, one thing I am going to do, I'm going to be that old retired guy who has an ultralight. I've always wanted to have an ultralight at least. Just something I could fly about this altitude, really slowly, and just kind of go up there, put on some tunes, and just fly and just chill. And this is mostly what I do in flight simulators right here. I put on some nice music at night, and I'll get into flights like Flight Simulator 2025 or, Il-2 Sturmovik. I still love that one. Or Sturvik. Me. I don't pronounce things the best because I'm from Texas, but I just love to it's just relaxing. I mean, this to me right here, the sound of the engine, it's just relaxing. I could literally like lean back and fall asleep right here in this cockpit. It's great. So.
The Pate Lauros is asking, how big is the map?
How big is the map?
Are you able to look at it? Or?
Stabilize here. I think so. I'm trying to. No. I guess not.
Oh, found.
Oh, okay. There we go.
Yeah. Okay.
Leave the plane. Okay. I could just jump out of the plane.
I don't think so.
Maybe I shouldn't.
No.
Bear with me here, guys. There's weird button combinations to be able to bring that stuff up, by the way.
Yeah.
So again, not final. You're gonna hear me say that continuously throughout this. But no, it does not look like I can find a way to bring up the map. I'm mashing buttons here, and I cannot like grab this one and pick it up. So, all right. But I think we should probably go try to shoot at something. Maybe I can shoot at those guys. Maybe I can just shoot at stuff here in the test flight. I mean, yeah, it looks like it's got some targets here.
Something that you can go shoot at?
I don't know. We're going to find out. I'm going to turn towards this one.
Cool.
Ooh. Oh,
Arlen,
this banking just made me think. Oh, yeah, okay.
Arlen always has the most insightful, futuristic comments.
Oh, yes.
We know that. So he says,
always.
It'd be super cool if Quest's cameras combined with AI could sync up with an IRL fighter setup rig, one of those flight sim rigs, so your VR flight is grounded in physical, real-world controls. That sounds terrifying.
Oh, did you see them both bounce off?
Oh.
Oh, look, they bounce. Oh, that is awesome. Oh, I guess I hit that one really low. That's okay. We wanted to change planes anyway. Nice. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's good.
Right. So I'll do.
Jack B wants me to talk about paragliding. The only flight you can achieve that fits in the trunk of your car and costs less than $5,000. And then says it's surprisingly low impact, assuming you don't crash. It deserves more love and popularity around the world.
Nice.
I went paragliding in Colombia, and
oh, nice.
This is a weird thing that hopefully I won't get any hate for, but there's sometimes someone will ask if you're dating anyone, and it's always a little awkward because you're like, I don't know if they're asking because they want to date me or not. So it's just a weird situation, right? So when you don't know how to paraglide, you go up with someone. You're strapped to them. So I'm strapped to this dude. I'm in Colombia. We've driven out to a mountain, me and my friend Kate, but she was obviously with a different person. Anyway, once we're up in the air, I'm fully in the sky. The guy leans down and goes, "Hey, are you seeing anyone?" I was just like, this is the weirdest time to ask me about my dating life. And he was a similar age to me. So anyway, I just remember that the surreal moment of this incredible paragliding experience.
But you paraglided. That's awesome. I mean, so I was so close to doing a skydive. Okay, I'm not. This is a horrifying story, and this one that, and I'm going to even say her name because she's kind of famous for it, and you guys can look this up. My best friend's sister is Shayna Richardson. Okay, if you don't know who Shayna Richardson is, Shayna Richardson fell from a plane and hit the ground without her parachute opening and broke almost every freaking bone in her body and survived. Nice. This happened like they were trying to convince me that skydiving, because that was her passion, that was her thing. And they were like, "Oh, you got to do it. And I was finally convinced to do it. And then like weeks after that, that happens. I mean, she was on Oprah. She went on the talk shows. It was insane. But yeah, that's like literally my best friend's sister. And this happened like right here in Springfield, Missouri.
Wow.
So after that, my wife was like, "Yeah, guess what? You're never gonna do. You're
Yeah.
never gonna skydive." So,
Yeah. No, that's
but the
something that I
ultralight, she's
also
cool
would
with the
never do.
ultralight.
Uh,
Okay.
um, even when I was in Indonesia, there was a zip line. Oh, it looked so terrifying. But the girl I was traveling with, also named Catherine, a different Catherine though.
Mhm.
There's a lot of people named
Yeah.
Catherine in my life. Anyway, she was so into it, and so she ziplined over this insane, like volcanic canyon. Oh my
Wow.
god.
That plane just went through that plane. Sorry.
Oh yeah. Anyway, but
So no, go ahead.
I'm too
That just
afraid.
distracted me because that plane just literally went through that other plane.
Yeah. No,
So
no, no.
no, I
I
get you.
can't do scary
I
stuff
almost bungee
anymore.
jumped too, and
Again, a
then the
thing I would
person
never
like three
do.
people in front of me that yeah, three people in front of me they bungee jump and the bungee like got too stretched, I guess, or something, and they hit the water below
Yeah.
them, and they didn't like it didn't really hurt them, but they were like, dude, it hurts so bad, and I was like,
Yeah.
yeah, no, I'm not doing that then. I was like, no,
Uh
I've got a bad back. So there ain't
yeah.
no way. So,
Yes. No, I'm even kind of
right.
afraid of water slides now. Like the crazy ones at West Ed. Uh sorry, West Edmonton Mall
Mhm.
in Canada. Um
Mhm.
so people are starting to ask about your PC specs. Also Barabonk says, are
Okay,
those
so my PC specs.
bots? So are you interacting with bots here?
I don't know if they're bots or not.
They
I
could be
did tell
devs,
it
I
to go
guess.
into an online game. This could be devs. The email did say that we may see. Oh, look, we got a big battle going over here. Nice. Okay, let's toggle gear. Awesome. All right, at least we have that quick menu because, like I said, the interactions with the cockpit and the hands right now are not the best.
Mhm.
So,
So yeah.
all right, cool. We are going to get to combat though. Excellent.
Someone asked, are you running this with GD?
Yes, I am actually running this on virtual desktop right now.
Okay. And
For my
your
PC
PC
specs,
yeah.
if you want to know my PC specs, yes, PC specs are, I just built a new one, 14900K with 128 gigs of DDR5. I know that's overkill. A Zotac Amp Extreme RTX 4090 running on an Asus ROG Maximus Hero motherboard. It is a beast. I really wish I could have done the 5090, but 4090 is still doing pretty good for me. So,
Every time you say that, I want you to know I'm writing on a piece of paper, Don stubs his toe, because I'm willing into existence every time you complain about not getting a 5090, because no one gets a 5090.
No, I'm not complaining. Did you hear me? Did you hear me complain about a 5090? No, there was no complaint.
You to stub your toe every time you talk about 5090s. Everyone's talking about how good it looks.
Man, I'm cursed. Look, what's looking cool is all this freaking fodder going on up here. I'm loving this. Like as you're approaching the battle. No, not really.
No,
I don't know. Maybe. But I'm not going to mess with it. Oh, I just kind of caught the really highly detailed mirror here. All right. So am I on a team or is this like just free for all?
Well, it's not really giving you any instructions and saying you're about to die. What's going on here?
No, it's not. Because I hit the wrong stick. Hold on.
Someone had said that they wanted you to do a loop-de-loop.
I can try. Hold on. It's hard. It's hard without my HOTAS to keep this thing like stable. Oh, he's got a tailwinder. Come on. Line it up. Ah, he got me. Dang it.
Dang.
Yeah, it's really difficult for me to make precision moves with the sticks on the Quest controllers.
Mhm.
Oh, cool. Okay, interesting. So we're in the battle, and it looks like I've destroyed my Spitfire. So now I have to choose a different plane to go back in. So wondering if you only get like 4 shots and then you're out because it only
Yeah.
had 4 planes to choose from. But that's cool. At least we get to see all 4 British planes this time.
Mhm. Okay. What was that list?
I don't know. Oh, okay. Oh, it's the different teams. Okay.
It says there's people on it.
Yeah, it does. It says there's a lot of people on it.
Oh, someone named
Okay, well, we
Benjamin.
don't want to shoot at any of the blue guys. Yeah.
I think it'd be so funny
And
if
Steve Hard.
if one of the people
And
that you fly
Gottfried.
next to was called like Test Plane 76 V2.
Yes,
And then
76. Yeah.
yeah, like we'd know for sure. Okay, Barabonk is asking, can you grab the yoke and see if it gives you better precision? Precision? Precision.
I could.
Okay.
I was
Retract
actually
gear.
yeah, that's true. He is true.
Retract your gear.
Oh, I do. Well, I
There you go.
thought I did. Oh, wait. Put that thing down. Yes, and actually, yes, it does. It. Well, oh, I'm being shot. That's what's
Get your
going
flaps
on.
down.
Yeah, I think
Hold the
I
flaps.
can't.
Oh my
I'm in a
gosh.
flat spin.
Ah!
Now, the last
Okay.
time I was in a flat spin was in my UploadVR simulator, and oh my god, that was insane. Ooh, this could be a really good one. I wonder if this is going to get yaw support.
Chrome Colossus just said pull up. I think he tried that.
Yeah, I think I tried.
Yes.
Tried to pull up. It's not as easy as you think without like proper controls.
Yes. Arlen is saying, speaking of skydiving, will us at Upload ever
look at
try
this. I don't know what's going on.
iFly? Like the VR skydiving.
iFly? No. I haven't, actually.
No, like, would we? That's like I guess a
No, I would
team
love it.
bonding
Yeah, I'll do
experience.
anything, okay?
I will do nothing.
It's like, yeah, I'm all about it. I mean, I'm, whatever kind of crazy VR thing that we can possibly get me into, let's do it. I did retract the flaps. Okay.
Oh, so Arlen says the iFly is in Cincinnati, Ohio, and unfortunately, I don't think anything's worth going to Ohio.
Okay, there we go. Flaps, at least I can manipulate with my hand. Okay. So there's the flaps in this one. And it really is, okay, I've retracted the gear.
The flaps
Where's
and the gear are different.
Gear. There. No, I'm saying I retracted it earlier. Wow. Huh. We're flying in the sunset, man. Now, I'll tell you what, holding this in virtual reality has never felt comfortable to me. They do make, I can't remember who makes it. They do make a little HOTAS attachment for VR controllers that you can put on, where you literally, like, they're 3D printed things. You put one controller in, becomes the throttle, one controller becomes the stick, and they become way more stable. Because, like, right now, I'm just sitting here just, like, my hand is just dangling in front of me, which is just not a comfortable experience.
Okay. I mean,
That stick really needs to be on a stick. You could. But then it's hard to get all this stuff, like, around you, unless you have a big open space. But I think this would add some more precision, though, because you can see I can make very precise little moves. We shall see. I'll see if I can take somebody down this time. You're thinning out from the herd.
Daniel says get a mop and hold that instead.
Yeah, no, I thought about that. I do stuff like that, like get a plunger with a big long stick on it.
Yeah.
Come on now. Come on now. Line him up.
Pate Laro says, I use an RC controller for flight sims. Works like a charm and doesn't need tons of space. That's pretty good.
Really?
RC controller, yeah. Are you shooting at someone? Are you being evil?
Yes. It's the nature of this game, Beck. I'm supposed to shoot at people.
I mean, until the crash, the actual in-air flight's not that interesting. Oh.
He got tail gunners.
Because they're so far away. It's the complete opposite of Hitman VR. Where you're like right up near the gore. You're very far away from the target.
Got him.
Nice. There you go.
Yeah, I saw you on my butt.
Eric Hartley is asking,
better
is
control.
this from the War
Eric.
Thunder devs?
Yes, this is the new Aces of Thunder.
Ah, okay.
Oh, man, he's on me. Let me try something crazy. Pull out. Couldn't do it.
Smash. Kablam. Gorgeous.
Wow. Okay, so now we'll go back into the battle one more time here in the Mosquito. Hey, this is a 2-man. Oh, interesting.
And is that just a fake bodies? Oh no, it's an NPC. There you go.
Yeah, it's just an NPC.
Huh.
Ooh, give that guy AI. That way I can talk to my co-pilot. That would be amazing.
Well, or a second person.
Okay, throttle. Trim. Where's gear?
Mm-hmm.
Gear. Right. Okay, so one thing I'm noticing, because I know people will want to know, nice little vibration, little haptic feedback here in both of the controllers right now.
Oh yeah.
Perfectly, like making it feel like it's the vibration coming from those engines. I just noticed that. Like as I was holding the stick, it's like, oh, okay, wait, that feels kind of natural. Like I would be feeling that vibration right now. Flaps. Oh, what the heck? Okay, where's flaps? Oh, flaps. Flaps. It's so hard to grab. Hold on, I gotta remember I can let go of the stick and be stable. Let go of.
Arlen and others are still talking about skydiving and said that the iFly is really expensive, and then said a real skydive would cost, a lot as well. So two things about that. One, I don't want to do a real skydive, so I don't need to do a fake one because I don't feel like I'm missing anything. But then secondly, there's a fun fact about the NHS in England that did a charity fundraiser skydive, so you could sign up and whatever, but the amount of injuries that people received from the skydive cost the NHS way more then they were able to fundraise.
Really? Oh, okay. Well, that's not cool.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Okay, I think this is going after ground targets. Oh, no. Well, those are our guys. Never mind. Oops, sorry, guys.
Okay,
God,
so
if I only had my real controller.
Sim Racing Junkie says this needs to be multiplayer. Yes, it would be very fun.
Oh, yes, by all means. Yes.
And Jack B,
Sorry, I'm all over
I
the
thought
place here,
was
guys. It's
talking
hard to
about
control.
a game, but turns out,
Here
so
we go,
Jack B
flat
said,
again.
I'm so glad I never did airborne. One short static line parachute ride, lots of walking. I did helicopters as a medic, lots of comfortable riding from A to B. And I was like, what game was this? But Jack B was actually just like in the army, I guess.
Oh, okay.
So
all
thank
right.
you
Well,
for your
thank you for your
service.
service, Jack.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so that was pretty rough, but we got there. We got up in the air. So, and again, want to thank anybody who's coming by to join the stream right now. This is like really cool to be able to play this early and to get an exclusive first look at it. So, if you're liking what you see here today, please do like and share the stream. Help us build that audience, and consider becoming a member over at UploadVR.com and joining the channel here. We would appreciate your support. So, all right. Any other requests or comments or?
So I do have a note.
Oh, wait, I got a reward.
Oh, good.
Okay.
I do
Sweet,
have a note.
I got a pin up.
There's 2 people that I've had to remove comments from so far, and they're new people to our channel.
Okay.
So I apologize that you found us and you had a bad time. Just a note about me. I will remove your comments and I will put you in timeouts if you're mean to us.
Oh, yes.
Because we're human beings.
Yes, you will.
Other people on this channel might not remove you or whatever for whatever, but I'm having a great time with my friends that I hang out with a few times a week doing our job. So don't insult us for having a fun time watching and playing VR and experiencing something new. We're just having a good time here, okay?
Okay.
Yeah. So
Beck has spoken.
Don't be offended if I remove your comment. It's just because I don't want you to say mean things.
Yeah.
Also,
that's not cool, but
one more thing.
People be people.
Jack B said.
Yeah.
I just think it's the funniest thing ever. Jack B said, "No need to thank me, citizen. It was the only job I could get, being in the army." I love that. Terribly funny. And then,
well, I think anybody who's willing to do that for their service, I really do.
Yeah, so, totally.
And I know people flout that out, but I mean, I know a lot of people who are in the armed services. I know a lot of people who are in the police force, firefighter, anybody who's willing to give their time and possibly their life, to help others. You always have my thanks.
Yes.
So,
even though I'm not American, but.
Okay, so there's flaps. Okay, I'm gonna make sure I know where my stuff is here. Yeah, one thing that really does though, and I really hope that they fix this prior to launch, is like when you do grab something like this with your hands kind of get stuck. And it's like it's really hard to manipulate everything. And I'd love it if like eventually we could just get a finger pose, and just like some of the other games where I could actually have full control over everything in this cockpit. Now, this game is not billed as a flight simulator. Okay, right. I mean, this is a combat
it's a game.
Yeah. I mean, it's a multiplayer combat game. It's so I don't expect them to go full out with everything, but these cockpits are detailed enough to where it would be super cool to just be able to, even if they didn't do anything, just to have the immersion of flipping the switches,
Yeah.
so. Okay. All right, let's go.
We are at 45 minutes, so.
Oh yeah, no, I
few
figured
more.
this one probably would. Oh, right through these guys.
Yeah, we
Did
got
you
a
see
few more
that?
on here. Yeah, you did. That was interesting.
Yeah. There's the gear. Okay. Okay, so there we go. Let's look up my gear. Come on, hand. Work with me here. Okay, well, it doesn't want me to manipulate my flaps for some reason. Where's the battle? Oh.
That seems like it would be well within your rights. Maybe you already did it.
Gosh. Oh, wait, no, there we go.
Yeah,
There
Eric
we
Hartley
go.
is pointing out that the ground looks great. And yeah, really.
It really does. It really does.
Gorgeous.
The little
desert
shimmers
was
I'm
obviously
getting off
less
of the water in that river.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh no. This now I'm seeing like detail and texture and I get a little more performance issue because of it. But again, as I've been saying throughout the stream, in headset I just kind of jerked a little bit.
Yeah, and we saw that
I don't know if it
here.
showed on the camera, but okay. But again, as I've been mentioning throughout the stream, this is pre-release, so this is not final product. This is a first look at an upcoming game.
Yes.
So again, you're going to see some weirdness. You're going to see some bugs. Certain things don't work yet. Parts of the menu aren't fully fleshed out. But we're very thankful to Gaijin. I do butcher people's names, and I apologize that. So Gaijin, I'm going to say Gaijin is correct, hopefully. I do very much thank them for allowing us to give you guys this little preview of what's to come.
Yes.
And very much looking forward to this on PlayStation VR 2 now that we heard about that eye tracking stuff. I think that's really cool.
So a few questions here. Can you land on a country road?
Okay.
So once you're up in the air, can you land again?
We could try. Yeah, we could try.
See what's going on.
Maybe next flight, maybe we'll go into the test flight real quick so we can try some of that kind of stuff without being shot at.
And then Michelangelo Draconis says, how much realism is intended in the flight simulation and in the controls for the player?
Right. So I noticed that there were two different sets of controls. There was one that said simulation, and there was one that just said flight. And I am currently not on the simulation mode because, again, I've mentioned it a few different times. I normally fly with a HOTAS, and actually I normally fly in a motion rig.
Yeah.
But today I am freehanding it with a couple of Quest controllers, which is not the easiest thing to do here.
No, and so Anthony Pittman had asked that again. Can you use HOTAS with the game instead of motion controls? So as far as you know, you should be able to once this is fully released. But it's not set up properly yet.
I actually could already get the axes working with my HOTAS, my X52, but it wouldn't allow me to map any of the buttons.
Right.
Oh, you're wounded. I'm going after them.
You're gonna get the wounded one.
Hey, you know what?
Yeah.
Put out the herd, you know.
Yeah, and any news about the release? Or more stuff about this game, we're going to be releasing on UploadVR.com.
Yes, I was going to say, look for future coverage on UploadVR. Today is just a nice little preview.
Nice little preview.
Of what's to come. Oh, did I get him? I think I did. Yep, he's going down. Watch him go in the dirt.
I don't know enough to know if Siegfried Greeting is
Oh, wait, no, he's
making
not.
fun of us.
No, he's not. No, he's not.
Would this work with a driving sim wheel and paddles?
Okay, so other flight sims that I've used, I have been able to use the pedals from my wheel and pedal setup. So I don't see why you couldn't.
Okay.
But again, it would just depend on if you can map that.
Yeah.
Wow, he's faster than me.
This is PSVR 2, right?
No, this is PCVR.
Oh. Okay. Because Jack B said, I wonder if you can stream in 3D because the Quest 3 recording can be turned on with Quest Games Optimizer.
Okay, so I've been very interested in Quest Games Optimizer, and the developer reached out to me and gave me access a few months ago. Unfortunately, when I first installed it, he got my Cade. Man, that was my kill. That's all right. When I first installed it, it actually was causing issues with my PC. So I had to uninstall it. I've heard it's gotten a lot better. And so I've been meaning to take another look at that.
Michelangelo Draconis is asking if we have the information. Is there a full campaign planned for single player or different campaigns according to the countries and planes selected? Do we have that information yet?
Oh, I'm doing my loop-de-loop here. Hold on. No, I do not have that information yet. There's the loop.
We don't have that information yet, Michelangelo. Okay.
Let's see if I can pull out of it.
And then Anthony Pittman is saying, how is it holding up in comparison to other flight games, even taking into consideration
so far pretty good.
Yeah.
So far, I mean, the flight feels good and smooth. Yeah. Obviously, control is my biggest pet peeve right now because I really am missing that HOTAS because that's how I'm used to flying. But oh, am I out of guns? Oh, I am.
You can reload from that quad menu.
Oh, that's right, from that menu.
Yeah, there you go.
There we
Get
go.
Saichi.
Good call, Beck.
Anthony Pittman is reporting for us. Full HOTAS support is confirmed for launch. So,
yes,
that we know.
Yeah, I knew it was going to be in there because, again, I already mapped the axes. Yeah. What was weird is, as I lose my voice here from 2 streams back to back.
Yeah.
What was weird is that it would only map axes. So I was relegated to having one of my axes as fire. You know, I mean, it's like I'm going to leave the plane because I'm out of guns, and I want to see what happens when I leave the plane.
Oh,
I did. Yeah.
Oh my gosh!
I'm just flying. I'm flying. Oh, there's my plane.
Did you literally eject? Like, if you look up, do you have a parachute? Oh my gosh!
I do. Look.
I love that.
Ah, nice.
That is really
nice.
Cool.
Well, there we were talking about skydiving, so here we go. Now I get to skydive. There we go.
Ejectocito, Jack B says. Yes, amazing.
This would be the most. I gotta say though, I've seen this in like old World War II films and stuff. Could you imagine jumping out of a plane into flak because I wonder if I'm. Oh, I guess okay, because I'm just done. And I mean, just being one of those guys that was like jumping into all of that, like aerial battle going on, rockets firing from the ground, and you are literally just hanging up there in the air. like watching
Mhm.
it all happen. I can't remember what movie it is that did the most perfect recreation of that, but it was, or it was a game actually. I think that was an early VR game. And I really, if anybody in the chat knows what I'm talking about, it was a VR game.
Yeah.
You were in the back of a plane. The whole back of the plane got shot off, and then you got out, and it's like it was like almost like I don't know. I can't remember the name, but it was like a really visceral
Yeah.
experience. And
Arlen
watching
does
all of the black fly,
yeah.
yeah, it's crazy.
Arlen doesn't even want to think about it. It just says that's beyond terrifying. Nope, nope, nope. Um,
Oh God,
uh,
no, I couldn't even
yeah.
imagine. Just
I want a
wondering, am I the
lot.
next one to get shot? Yeah.
Making a comment saying looking forward to Aces on PSVR too. So, yeah, people are excited for this game, and this game is.
Well, I knew they would be.
Chill.
I am excited for this game. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Oops. Oh, as we get a little performance issue here. Oh, the game just crashed.
Yeah,
Actually.
I put the
So
transition
Becky, you want
screen
to put a
up.
transition screen up?
Yeah.
Okay, you saw it happen in real time. Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
I mean,
and again,
we yeah, no, I mean, we are at 55 minutes and my hard stop because I got to get to the theater. So,
Oh, okay. Well, no, you know what? I think this
it's
probably
a
will
natural
be a
ending.
good time to, and yeah, natural ending to the stream there. So, okay, folks. Well, there you have it. There is a little look at the upcoming Aces of Thunder 2. We really hope you enjoyed today's stream. And if you did, make sure to give it a like and a share. Obviously, we will have more coverage of this game coming to uploadvr.com soon. If you haven't already, consider becoming a member over there to support our work directly. And
Mm-hmm.
also, it removes the ads when you're on our site, so you get a much better experience. So anyway, with that, I'm Don, and Beck is with me, and we're out of here. So
Okay.
we'll see you in the next one.